Hey guys, it's Tom and Zach from FANDOM here, and 3 Pokémon games are coming to the Nintendo Switch. But what are they, and should we be excited? Zach, what are you thinking of this announcement?
This is sort of what my excitement looked like. So I heard there's a new Pokémon game, couldn't be higher. Then I heard that it was sort of a tie-in with Pokémon GO, right? So that was a drop. And then I saw the trailer and I was right back up again, like I couldn't be more excited about the game.
Yeah, so to clarify for those who haven't watched it yet or are just catching up, the game is called Pokémon Let's Go, and it's a remake of Pokémon Yellow, the Game Boy Color classic, but it ties into Pokémon GO. So any Pokémon you've caught on Pokémon GO can now be transferred to this new game. And instead of catching Pokémon like you did in the old games, here the catching mechanic is exactly like Pokémon GO. So you use Nintendo Switch's Joy-Con, you chuck it, you make sure that in order to catch the Pokémon, the green circle is just in the middle. And it's kind of a weird blend of the new, the casual, and the hardcore RPG we used to know. They
said that they've designed this new mechanic for You just wave the thing, don't you? You just wave the, I mean, I don't know how much you design a wave of a hand. But.
I mean, they did that with the Wii and they've done that in Pokemon Go, so to call it new is a bit of a stretch, I think.
You played a lot of Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah, I did play a lot of it, and I think like the rest of the world, the majority of people kind of fell off the wagon with Pokemon Go. It took too long for the updates to come, the raid mode that was added, the extra Pokemon, it took about a year to come. But this is a really clever move for Nintendo, because traditionally you've just bought the DS games, the DS RPGs, and there's been other spin-offs, but Pokemon Go is such a phenomenon, they couldn't not combine it with their Switch game, right?
Yeah, totally. My history with the Pokemon games is sort of just playing them with my brother growing up, you know, fighting over the Game Boy, fighting over the DS. But now obviously we have drop in, drop out co-op, right?
Yeah, so this is really interesting. So they haven't fully explained how it's going to work, except we've seen on the trailer that 2 people can catch Pokemon together. But whether this is like a generic avatar, or whether you actually link up and you have your trainer from your game with your Pokemon, or it links to your Pokemon Go account, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
For me, the whole point of Pokemon is that you're this trainer in this world with your Pokemon doing your thing. So if you drop in with your mate and you're just a generic guy or girl, it won't be quite as cool.
Sure, and you can only drop in on certain points from what I understand. A symbol will pop up on screen going, I hope you have a friend in the room, and then you just gotta, I mean, but that is better than seeing 2 full-grown men fight over a DS, which is what would be happening otherwise.
There are 2 other Pokemon games been announced for Switch, and one of them is out right now. It's called Pokémon Quest. So normally there's been other Pokemon spin-off games in the past, but they're not actually made by core developer Game Freak, but this one is. Yet it's not really a traditional Pokemon game. You don't actually take control of any of the Pokemon themselves.
Okay.
They're terrifying blocky creatures that bash into each other, and it's almost got like a Minecraft element where there's a kind of HQ or base that you can pimp and decorate. And otherwise, I'm not really sure what's going on there. But
if I was 10 years old, I think I imagined that game when I was 10 years old. I thought, what if you had Pokemon like The Sims and you all crashed them all together? Is that kind of what it's like?
Yeah, kind of. It's interesting. So Nintendo don't like their term free to play. So they say it's free to start, which I think is actually pretty fair.
Much more friendly.
It's reliable as well. You know that you're going to pay at some point. So this is out right now on the Switch, and you can test it out, download it from the eShop, or you can wait until June and download it on mobile. But the 3rd game, which was actually already announced, we got a tiny bit more information about, which is the core, proper, brand new Pokemon RPG for Switch. This is coming out late 2019. And the reason I differentiate this from Pokemon Let's Go is because Pokemon Let's Go, as I said, is a remake of Yellow.
Yeah.
This new one's going to be a brand new Pokemon experience designed from the ground up for Switch. And they being Game Freak, have said it's going to push the franchise forward. So I'm pretty excited.
There are a lot of people who thought this was going to be a core game, and it isn't, but what it feels like to me is a bridge between the old and the new. So you're getting a lot of features that fans have been asking for, but just maybe not as fully fleshed out with this new game, which is a shame. I know you were saying that you were hoping they were really going to flesh out the multiplayer elements and make it much more of like an MMO experience, which, I mean, who knows how possible that's going to be with the Switch's internet infrastructure.
Yeah, Nintendo are not a company known for pushing the boundaries of online gaming, let's be honest. I mean, Nintendo still have done some great online experiences. I mean, I think Mario Kart 8 is great, and even the last few Pokemon games have had a really robust online trading and battling system, but we all just want to see a kind of, well, I'm speaking for everyone here, I'm speaking for Pokemon fans. I want to see a little MMO hub world. I want to be able to kind of You encounter people in the wild, and sometimes a player can pop in, you can fight them. I think these kind of elements would just make it, you know, just feel really Pokemon.
Oh, it'd be amazing. So a bit like so in like Destiny, where you have your home base and you can meet them and then go off an adventure with people. That would be absolutely incredible. I agree, I totally agree. So jumping back a little bit now and talking about this game here. So what I'm most excited about by far is this announcement of the Poké Ball Plus, the controller. So from what I can tell, it's a little light up Pokeball with a thumbstick and maybe a button on top, right? There's like a little clicky thing going on. But you were telling me that they can actually store Pokemon on the Pokeball and you can carry it around in your pocket.
Yeah, so what's cool about it is it connects both to Pokemon Let's Go and Pokemon Go. So what's cool about it is when it connects to Pokemon Let's Go, it's kind of like a little Tamagotchi style thing where you can store whatever Pokemon, we're not sure if it's one or multiple yet, from the Switch game and kind of walk it around, take it around as a digital pet, and I assume like in Pokemon Go, steps will help you level it up. Whereas if you hook it up directly to Pokemon Go, what you can do, like the Pokemon Plus pin, all the names are very similar, this is going to get a bit confusing.
Wait, let me take some notes.
It lets you catch Pokemon without having your phone out. So it will flash when there's a Pokemon near, you press a button, and it will either go red, 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 or green if you've caught it. So that's another way. It's a nice way to tie into both, but it's going to be $50. I'm not sure about the retail price in the UK. But
hey, that's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Nintendo Pro Controller is like £90, isn't it? So that's pretty good. You can get 2 for that, 1 for each pocket.
Exactly, and as we mentioned earlier with the motion controls and the Joy-Con, of course this works like that. So, well, don't chuck out your TV because it's going to end badly. You can shake it and then press a button and do the whole, I'm Ash, I'm going to catch a Pikachu.
Before we sign off, I'm going to ask you the most important question of all.
Am I ready for this?
Are you going Pikachu or are you going Eevee?
You know what? Obviously I love Pikachu, that goes without saying. But because Pokemon Yellow always had Pikachu, I feel like I've done that. I played the remake for 3 years. Starting with Eevee, that's a new challenge.
How can you say no to that face?
I mean, that's an angry face, maybe I should say no. Like, he's not happy.
Okay, wicked. Thanks so much for joining us for this video, guys. If you want to see more fandom, make sure to follow us on our socials at GetFandom. And if you want specifically more Pokemon, check out the wikis. Now, come on, Tom, let's Pokemon Go. Out of here.